Hey, this is Ric Flair, CEO of WCW. And tonight on Thunder, we're going to have another big, awesome show. We're going to have that battle royal I laid out Monday night to determine who will wrestle at Sin for the World Tag Team Championship. We got a six-man tag tonight with Franchise and Chronic versus the Misfits in action. We got Scott Steiner defending the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. He's the Franchise. He's going to wrestle. Now, I'm not going to tell you who he's going to wrestle, but he's got a big match tonight. Also, Bill Goldberg's opponent for Sin will be announced tonight. And Scott Steiner, this goes to you on a personal note. My mystery man will be here. The guy who's going to be the third person in that three-corner dance, baby. But he's going to be here, and you're not going to find out who he is until I'm ready to tell the wrestling world. Woo! Ric Flair, CEO. Thunder, knock him dead, baby. Woo!
Superstars, we got them. You want the action? We got it. You're in tune to TBS on this Wednesday night, leading to the Christmas season. Thunder is on the air, and hi everybody, ringside and calling the action. It's Tony Schiavone, the Professor Mike Tenay, and the one, the only, straight shooting Stevie Ray with you here tonight with World Championship Wrestling. You heard from the boss, Ric Flair. You know Scott Steiner, world champ, is in the building. You know Scott Steiner, as we saw on Monday night, was like a wild animal. And we saw remnants of a mystery man, although Mike, today, we don't know who that mystery man is as of yet.
And Tony, that is the story right now that is just rocking the wrestling world. Who is the mystery man? Stevie Ray, I think you might know.
No, I don't know, but I thought it was Tony Schiavone for a minute, but then I changed my mind. Be that as it may, this mystery man was full of garb. He had a mask on. He could be 2, 3, 4, 5 different people, Tony. We don't know that, and you still address it in the show.
Let's take you back to this past Monday on Nitro when both members of 3 Count battled for a shot at this man, Chavo Guerrero Jr.'s Cruiserweight title. We saw the victory in this matchup. Helms versus Moore, Sugar Shane winning with the Vertebreaker, but then afterwards, both members of 3 Count hit the countdown on Chavo Guerrero Jr.
I think Chavo's got something to say, guys. Let's listen.
Sugar Shane Helms. It seems to me like you have been on quite a roll there, my friend.
Yes, he has.
I mean, at the Starrcade pay-per-view, you won the ladder match, at least half of it, to be the #1 contender for this belt.
Yes, he did.
On Nitro, you won the #1 contender match to be the #1 contender for my Cruiserweight Championship.
Yes, he did.
And it seems
He's on a roll.
that you are set to face me, the Cruiserweight Champion, at the upcoming Sin pay-per-view.
Yes, he will.
He is.
And yes, it does.
Now, hypothetically speaking, what would happen here if Jamie Noble would beat me? Let me tell you what would happen. He would be the champ, and I would be the #1 contender, which means that Sugar Shane Helms would be completely out of the picture. So if I put it in terms that you can't understand, if I don't keep it, you don't get it, hypothetically speaking.
What is behind this?
He's pushing the buttons of Sugar Shane is what he's trying to do.
Planting the seed, maybe?
I'll tell you one thing right now.
Tell us.
I don't get it.
Well, I'll tell you what, my backstage sources told me that yes, Shane is in control, and he gets that next cruiserweight title shot. But Chavo actually lobbied for this matchup here against Jamie Noble.
You don't get it, huh? Maybe that's why you're so grumpy all the time.
I'm not grumpy, brother. Let's call this match.
Here we
got
go.
two great ones in there
And
right
this is for the WCW Cruiserweight title. Sugar Shane, of course, earned the title shot coming up at WCW Sin, but a lot of good points are made by Chavo Jr. You may or you may not like the new Chavo Jr. Look at this.
Look at this move.
Jamie Noble with a variation, some submission moves here. Great roll
One,
through.
two.
Tony and Mike, I gotta ask you something.
Fire.
Wouldn't you say, look at
One,
this move, look at this.
two.
Wouldn't you say since Jamie Noble has taken that hood off of his head, he's become a more complete wrestler here in WCW?
No question. Jamie Noble's performance Sunday at Starrcade, along with the other 5 individuals
Unbelievable.
in that match. That ladder match.
Look at that.
Whoa! Whoa, spectacular. That ladder match featured some of the most innovative, some of the most inventive high-risk moves that I've seen in a long time.
And we know, Mike, you have seen them all.
Yeah, it takes a lot to impress me, and they sure did it.
I think Jamie Noble not only taking the mask off, came into his own, but the fact that he got out of the shadow of 2 other guys. And out of the shadow of Lea Mayal, I think really they held him down in his ability in singles competition. I think Chavo may have taken him a little lightly here, but now maybe rethinking his strategy as we take a good look at Jamie Noble, who vastly is becoming one of the top cruiserweights in the world. Right now could become the champion here on Thunder, here on TBS.
No doubt in my mind, this guy's one of the biggest rising stars in WCW today. Look at that. Look at that, Tony.
He just spun around that time, hooked Damon, rolled him up, and almost got Chavo down again. Chavo, everything he works doesn't work. 1, 2.
I think Chavo was being a little facetious coming in here with that interview, but this guy can really take him out, and I think he has the ability to, Tony.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair, the CEO, the boss, said that Scott Steiner will defend the title, but he did not say against whom tonight. And we're going to find out who Goldberg's opponent for Sin on January 14th will be. Double leg pick up that time and now, driving the knee.
Low blow.
Going to say down the groin, but that was more than that. That was a low blow.
Slightly lower than the groin.
And Mike, you have a special, I understand, one-on-one interview. There's a catapult on the neck of.
That could have hurt the Lawrence.
I do have a special interview with Ric Flair, but we're seeing that other side of Chavo Guerrero Jr., that difference of philosophy that caused him to, well, maybe separate himself from the Misfits in action, but you can't rule out the success that he's had since he split away from the MIA, even though the MIA say that that's not an official split yet.
That's what they say. It's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde with Chavo Guerrero Jr. You never know what Chavo you're going to get.
Well, you got to give him one thing, Tony and Mike. He is big drop kick, and he is the champ right now until someone takes it away from him.
Sure is. Lateral press here. 1, 2.
These guys match up step for step, almost the same side. They're both about the same speed. Who's going to have the most moves?
Experience edge to Chavo Jr., as well as the edge being the reigning champion.
Second generation wrestler.
Third.
And do you think, well, who's counting here? To the side of the head, do you think
It's obvious I'm not.
into the ropes that Sugar Shane, if Jamie Noble wins this match, will lose his title shot at Sin? That's what the champion right now seems to think. Oh, reverse neck breaker, and a great move it was.
That
by
was a
Jamie
great
Noble.
move.
But
Noble's
now,
desperation, Tony. That was a desperation move by Jamie Nobles. Could have hurt himself there.
he can just get it together enough to make a cover. But he cannot, and it looks like Chavo's going to meet him on their feet. He blocked it, and Noble blocked it again. Noble has been one step ahead of Chavo Guerrero Jr. in this cruiserweight matchup here on Thunder. Great drop kick. Look how high he got.
Textbook, Tony.
Another textbook went in now into the ropes. He goes back body drop. Jamie Noble, win or lose, has impressed everyone here tonight.
A cruiserweight clinic from the challenger, Jamie Noble. He's got Chavo in trouble.
Big time trouble. I've never seen Chavo be in this kind of trouble since he left the Misfits.
Can he put the champ away?
You gotta wonder if Shane Helms, Sugar Shane, is watching this. If you heard what the champ Chavo said at the beginning of this match and what he thinks about what's...
There's your answer, Tony.
Boy, what's
There's
he
the
ever-
Sugar Man right there.
Sugar Shane is holding Jamie Noble. He's holding the leg. It worked.
What is this?
The mind games by Chavo worked because coming out Shane holding on the leg of Noble and a frog splash connecting is the champ Chavo Jr. He came out and he helped Chavo there.
What? He's making... Tony, is he making sure he keeps the title?
That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
brain
the
buster,
brain
brain buster.
After the frog splash.
And look at this with the pin. He drives the forearm into the face. And you see it right there from City James, the Punisher, a 3 count. You and me, I'll see you at WCW soon. I'm the #1 contender.
Shane Helms took the bait from Chavo Jr.
And it worked. Chavo, look at this. Not only is aggressive.
How do we know that was not a ploy by Chavo?
We do know it was. Bam Bam Bigelow prepared now to do battle against Crowbar later on here in this telecast. And look at this. Walking into the ring in street clothes. No 2x4. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
And it was this past Sunday night at Starrcade when Lance Storm used Jim Duggan to allow Storm to defeat the Cat. However, after the match, Duggan was the victim of a Lance Storm attack. The Canadians cut Hacksaw from the Team Canada roster.
Excuse me.
That courtesy of WCW.com.
Excuse me, folks. I'll be quick so I don't take up too much of your time.
Yeah, please.
So we can get back to our great Thunder show. And I'm not going to come out here and give you a bunch of excuses about what I've been doing. Because I'm over 21 years old, way over. I made my bed and now I'm going to lie in it. But I want to explain to you folks, exactly what happened. 3 months ago, the so-called wrestling experts said, Hacksaw, you're done. Hacksaw, we're forcing you into retirement. Well, they weren't just forcing me out of a way of life. They weren't just forcing me out of a job. They were forcing me out of who I was. And after 20 years with you folks, every major event in my adult life I've shared with you people. From the depths and despair of battling cancer to the highs of the birth of my 2 children. I've shared everything with you because this is who I am. But I made a mistake. I did something stupid. I did something I'll always regret. I turned my back on my country. For one more day in the sun, I sold my soul. I traded my friends, my fans, and my self-respect. But I try to get back my self-respect. My friends, I don't know if I will or not. But I want to take this time to apologize. First, I want to apologize to my dad, who at 83 years old, never understood what I did, but never stopped loving me. I want to apologize to my wife, Deborah, and my 2 little girls, Celia and Rebecca, for what happened in the ring I brought home to them. But most of all, I want to apologize to you folks. Because after 20 years, I owe you all so much, and I disappointed you. And I just hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. And if not, I understand. Thank you. And in a few years from now, you folks may or may not remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But by God, I'll remember you. And I'll remember all my time in front of you. Thank you all so very much. And I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart.
An apology by Hacksaw from his heart for what he did, turning his back on the USA. For him, it's the ultimate sin.
Very heartfelt from Hacksaw Jim Duggan as he leaves WCW.
And we're coming back with more here on Thunder. He wants the camera away after this timeout. Stay with us.
Hey, Hacksaw. Hey, man, I appreciate all you've done over the years. Why don't you reconsider living, man? Come on, you still got it. Don't take it. Stick around till the end of the show at least. Tell you what, it'd be an honor to give you a ride home tonight. And I mean that, I really do. Come on.
Okay, Mike.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
thanks, brother.
Great, man. That's great. All right, come, let's just get back in.
Thanks, man. All right.
I heard what you said. I know where you're coming from, man.
Wow, look at this.
I understand what it's like to fight for your job. And you and I go farther than this wrestling business. It's about families and taking care of our own. And understand. And I forgive you, man. I forgive you.
Oh, man. Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah.
Confronted by General Rection and the man he turned his back on, Mike.
Well, we saw there where Mike Awesome actually came out talking to Hacksaw Jim Duggan first, and then the conversation with Hugh Morris, General Rection, those longtime friends who certainly had their friendship split because of Duggan's association with Team Canada.
I'm sorry, guys.
What are you sorry for, Stevie?
I'm sorry.
What?
How can you guys fall for this stuff again?
Fall for what?
3 months ago, he pulled the same thing. He came out and said, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. And what did he do? Turn his back on the United States of America, Tony.
He was
And now you're going for it again. I don't buy it.
Well, Mike Awesome bought it. General
That's
Rection
his
bought
bad
it.
luck.
And guess what we got? We have got the Tag Team Battle Royal that we talked about on Monday, and Ric Flair talked about at the beginning of the telecast. The one team that wins, that survives this, Mike, is going to go on to WCW Sin on January 14th.
Ric Flair laid down the law. He put Commissioner Mike Sanders in his place. Just when it looked like Sanders was going to railroad the Insiders by giving the Natural Born Thrillers a tag title shot, Flair concocted the idea of this Tag Team Battle Royal. One of these teams is going to earn that shot at the Tag Team Champions, the Insiders.
All right, Noble and Courageous coming to the ring. Look at Evan Courageous being led in. Arlene and Jamie Noble led a match earlier,
He's
Mike.
still weary from that brainbuster.
Jamie Noble still feeling the after effects of that. Evan Courageous didn't seem too concerned. He wants to get into this battle royal.
And now the Filthy Animals will finalize this Tag Team Battle Royal.
Taking a good time to get to the ring, too,
And
guys.
that's a smart thing to do. Because look what we got in a 3 count. Now the Filthy Animals in, Noble and Courageous in, and now here come the Natural Born Thrillers. Here come 4 of them. 2 more teams.
We know these guys will work together.
And of course, Reno and Mike Sanders, Mike.
Yeah, the Commissioner Mike Sanders as well as Reno coming down as bodies everywhere here in the ring. It's going to be difficult to keep track of all this.
8 teams, 16 men are in the ring. And the one team that prevails this Battle Royal goes on to get the shot. Now remember on Monday, Mike Sanders thought and said that he would get that shot. His team would be the natural, and now the Natural Born Thrillers will be the natural #1 contenders.
And that's why Flair came up with this plan. Once one member of a team is eliminated, both men are out, by the way, in this Battle Royal.
So does that mean if one Thriller is eliminated, 4 guys are kicked out?
No.
Well, it should.
Well, Jindrak's with O'Hare, and then there's the Perfect Event. That's how they're paired off.
Well, how do we know that?
Well, I've just been given this word that world champion Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, has just arrived here to the arena tonight. We know Ric Flair left. He had important meetings. He's not here, and Steiner has said if he does not find the mystery man before the night's over, then there will be bodies laying everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Tony.
Young
Tony,
Dragon's eliminated, by the way.
Yes, Young Dragons are out. While you were making that announcement, Yang was thrown over the top rope. Lea Meow is really teed off.
It looks like she's going to tee off on her guys here. That's one team has now been eliminated. What one team will remain in this one? Of course, one would think with the Natural Born Thrillers, with 4 of those guys in there, that they would have the natural advantage. If we can overuse the term natural enough. Double axe, Sanda.
What do you mean by that, Tony?
Tony, answer him.
Tony, why
or
did you
let
say
me get
that?
a word in edgewise.
You asked some dumb questions.
That's not dumb. Mike Sanders, please get away from my table, please.
Stevie, you've been involved in battle royals. So many different strategies. Some guys will lay low. Some guys will go full bore against their opponents.
In a match like this, you can't watch your back. You got to go straight offense. Was somebody eliminated?
Yeah, it looks like the Noble and Courageous are out, and the Thrillers are sticking together inside. And the Thrillers, I really think that Noble really had no cause to be in there.
Tony, I can't believe he even came out after taking a brain buster. So that was a vicious move, and he came out and tried to do his best. But well, that's water under the bridge now. We still got how many teams left, Tony?
Teams are left.
Harris brothers are working well together.
Harris brothers are really together the biggest, one would think, most powerful team in there. That is not discounting Ming
and Quiwi. Are they a team?
They are a team.
He should have took that yak in that with him and got her belted.
Oh, please.
Oh, come on.
Meanwhile, in the corner of the right-hand side, we see that Sean Stasiak just laying into Kidman. Battle's raging, but yes, once again, Mike, the Thrillers are working together, all 4 men in the ring.
And so many of the wrestlers that use high-risk moves are limited in this type of environment.
That's true.
They're not able to go to the top rope. They're not able to do many of the things that make them so successful.
And that's what gives somebody. Both guys were thrown over the top rope
by Ming.
In stereo.
3 counts gone. Well, for Sugar Shane, he's got a match coming up for the Cruiserweight title anyway, so I'm sure a double duty is not what he wanted on January 14th.
Well, the Filthy Animals are still holding their own in there with those big guys. And I'm telling you right now, this is a big man's game.
We've got the Filthy Animals, we've got the Harris brothers, we've got Ming and Quiwi, and we have got both teams of the Natural Born Thrillers still in there.
In essence, that's one team, Tony. If you really want to talk about it, that's really one team.
That's what it is.
And that's why Mike said, and look at this.
Whoa, who is that?
What's this?
That's Big Vito.
What is he doing out here? He wasn't invited.
He's hammering his brother. He's hammering Reno, who is down with the Natural Born Thrillers. This is not about any tag team title shot for Big Vito. This is personal.
Yeah, this is payback for what went down at Starrcade when we saw Reno turn on Vito.
And look at this. Vito will not be denied. I've never seen Big Vito like this.
Look at this, guys. Big Vito is in a rage. Somebody did a good thing. The referee's out. What is this?
Johnny the
Bull. My God.
It's laid out Sanders.
My God.
Isn't he one of the Thrillers?
Or is he?
And we haven't seen him since Australia.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Face to face, the showdown. Oh, look at this. They're reunited.
It's a Mamaluke reunion. And we've got to take a commercial break. They've done their deed and they're walking out. Stay with us. We're back, and right before we went to the break, we saw Johnny the Bull and Big Vito embrace and walk out, and meanwhile the Harris brothers have been eliminated.
That certainly pairs down the field.
And
take a
also,
look in the ring. We've got two teams representing the Thrillers as well as the Filthy Animals.
Ming and Quiwi are out too, guys.
Ming and Quiwi. There are both Natural Born Thriller teams still in there. And there's the Filthy Animals. Virtual 4-on-2 right here, Professor.
Huge edge here for the Natural Born Thrillers. Both the team of Jindrak and O'Hare, as well as the Perfect Event, taking it to the Animals, who are in severe trouble.
You know, a match like this, guys, really and truly, how can you these 4 guys are working together. How can you book a Battle Royal match when you got 4 guys that are going to be working together against everybody else in the ring?
But what's
kind of a disadvantage?
What's going to happen if the Filthy Animals go out next? Will they go against each other? Will the Thrillers do that?
I think we need to ask Mr. Sanders what plan that they have up for something like that.
Not sure Mr. Sanders can answer after he was just laid out with that shot.
Not after that flogging he just took.
Yeah, well, let's not forget. And what about that? We haven't seen Johnny the Bull since he was injured in Australia.
Months ago,
and now it's back in the middle of October, and now...
And what kind of injury was that, Tony, if you don't mind me asking?
It was a broken ankle is what it was. On a monkey flip out of the corner by Quiwi. I never will forget how that happened.
What was it?
I'm not repeating that. Look at this. Ray, watch out.
Uh-oh.
Ray holding on. And Ray
still alive.
Survived.
That's what he did.
He survived.
Using his quickness to stay alive. Rey Mysterio Jr., but he's in the...
Why isn't Kidman helping him?
Because Kidman is trying on the other side of the ring to take out Palumbo. almost an opportunity here for the Filthy Animals, but they just have to survive. They can't really thrive in this 2-on-4.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe the Filthy Animals are still holding these big guys off like this. Look at the heart of Billy. Look at the Kidman going there.
The only thing you got to do is eliminate one man, and both members of the team are eliminated.
Anything can happen.
Kidman,
Anything
he's
can
holding
happen.
on, and look, Sanders trying to get involved.
Sanders held the rope down, guys.
Yeah, Kidman kicked him in the back of the head for good measure, and Chuck Palumbo comes out, and Kidman's gone. Kidman's gone.
So the Animals are gone. We're down to the final 4.
And guess what?
Well, Ray is eliminated. Wow, they're still on.
Yeah, Ray's got to get out. And there's Scott James, the referee, sending Ray to...
Just like Scott James.
What is Sanders doing? What is Sanders staggering in the ring about? What's going on here? We have got...
What is he doing? He's got a mic, guys.
Mike's got a mic. And what do you think of this, Mike?
I think we're going to hear from Mike Sanders.
No
as soon as he can collect himself.
The Natural Born Thrillers need to go at it here. What do you think?
Of course.
He's walking very...
What is...
Wait a minute.
Why are they high-fiving
I have no idea.
each other? They're all celebrating like they won, but only 2 men can go on here to WCW Sin at the Conseco Fieldhouse on the 14th of January.
Why doesn't...
Can I get the bell, please?
Get the bell. What? I agree. What are you doing? Scott James wants to know.
How is Scott James going to let something like this go down? He knows the rules. He should take charge in that ring.
I'm ringing the bell.
Why?
We got some damn winners.
No, you don't. You've got 4. You know, the boss is not even here. Ric Flair is gone.
Look, don't put your... No. Let me tell you something. You need to carry your ass on to the back. You need to carry it on to the back.
Don't let him do this, Scott James.
Now, I ain't got to come out here and tell you people how great we are. Because as you can see...
He can't do it, as we can see.
Once again, the Natural Born Thrillers. Bigger, faster, stronger, and we're still a hell of a lot better looking than the rest of those idiots in the back.
So who's the winners?
Now, for the rest of you cheese whiz sucking trailer trash people in Richmond, Virginia, why don't you shut the hell up and show a little bit of respect to some true veterans?
Did he say true veterans?
Veterans. Who could he be talking about, Tony?
I'm talking
Let me
about
tell
his
you
team.
something. You people in the back, you think you got what it takes? We just proved it right here tonight that you do not have what it takes to be true champions.
I don't get this at all.
Well, let me tell you this much. We got ourselves some #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles.
Who are they?
We'll let them go at it and decide who the better team is.
And let me tell you something. At Sin, the next pay-per-view, you need to take those belts.
And I guess
You need to shine them up really nice.
You can see a cliche coming all the way down to Chattahoochee on that.
The what?
It's a river, Stephen.
Oh.
Because at Sin,
Come on.
the #1 contenders will be, you know what? I'm not even going to give you the pleasure. It could be Jindrak and O'Hare. It could be Palumbo and Stasiak. It could be Palumbo and O'Hare. It could be Jindrak and Stasiak. But you're not going to know till Sin. So get in the gym, start training, and get ready for an ass-beating World Tag Team Champions.
This?
It's a decided advantage for the Thrillers upcoming at the Sin pay-per-view.
Oh my goodness.
Any 2 of the 4 that they're going to pick will face DDP and Kevin Nash, the Insiders. I guess that's the way it is. The commissioner is in charge when the boss is gone, and we're coming back. is out of control. And there are going to be bodies everywhere unless we find out who this mystery man who attacked him from behind is. And of course, that mystery man is going to be the third man in the ring at WCW Sin coming up on Sunday the 14th.
Yeah, until then, an absolute unsafe environment for everybody associated with WCW. Hell, everybody in the building here on Thunder.
Prime time of Team Canada.
Prime time
arrives. And a reminder to get your copy of Electronic Arts WCW Backstage Assault for PlayStation 1 available for the Christmas season. Stevie, let me ask you something.
What?
Do you play video games?
Look, man, last time I played a video game, my 6-year-old daughter knocked me out on a WCW, and she was using my brother. Can you believe that?
Oh, I'm sure your brother's really good at video games. I bet he could beat you upside down the end of a video game.
No, I'm not saying that. She was using his character.
Oh, she was.
And knocked out the Stevie Ray character. Now, you know in real life that would never happen, but that goes to show you if a 6-year-old can beat me, I don't play video games.
See, sometimes electronic imitates life.
Okay, well, what if Tony about to tee me off?
No, anyway, Electronic Arts and Backstage Assault, you can fight just about any scenario you can think of. The parking lot, in the locker room, and be a part of
Pretty much any place but in the ring.
But in the ring. And speaking of in the ring, the Natural Born Thrillers have stunned us all with that decision by Mike Sanders a few moments ago.
How does a team like the Insiders prepare for a tag title defense upcoming at Sin when they don't know who their opponents are going to be? Which combination of Thrillers?
Oh, and any tag team.
Decided edge for the Thrillers.
Conan in there against Prime Time and almost got a 3 count. And odd, but a very good-looking pinning combination that
Elix
time.
Skipper's a little ticked off at Conan when he put that innovative move. Mike, what kind of move was that?
Oh, attempted a roll-up by Conan.
Attempted a roll-up. Break that one down, Stevie.
Looked at it a little bit more difficult. But be that as it may, Mike knows all the moves.
Yes, he does.
And Conan, his pants and britches about to come down. Look
Uh-oh.
out.
Conan
And look at Elix Skipper take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Look at Elix Skipper go.
That's why you call it a high-risk maneuver. You go up top.
And that's what happens.
Anything can happen. And Prime Time
Prime time.
is hammering Conan
Big
in
time.
the back of the head. Conan looked like he was trying to toy with Prime Time, trying to show him up. And Prime Time, a little fire under him, Mike.
Yeah, we see how that's backfired as all of a sudden Primetime Elix Skipper is in total control of this matchup.
Conan is in trouble, guys. He could have injured himself on that maneuver.
Let's see what happens now. And
Look out.
Conan rolls through. Conan sends it down with a lariat.
Just a wild swing by Conan, but obviously connected, took down Primetime.
Conan with the deciding weight advantage in this one. Prime Time, one of the top cruiserweights. And very flexible to boot. And Conan with
One for good measure. One for good measure since you're going to go down now, Prime Time.
Inverted DDT out of that Matrix attempt by Primetime, planted him.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes guys like Prime Time can get a little too pretty in the ring with a rough and tough veteran like Conan.
Well, that Matrix move, even though it is phenomenal, everyone has seen it. It's been well scouted, so you know when it's coming.
Yeah,
and
many
obviously,
times.
oh, Conan was one step ahead of that one. How about that hit scissor takeover? Prime Time line on his feet.
Well, he
spins and
didn't
kicks.
scout that one, Tony.
Didn't see that one coming at all, did he?
Got him with a heel kick in the head with a spin move that time. In Prime Time, I
Look at him
guess.
now, talking, trash talking. He should be on top of them guy. Here he goes.
Here's a cover. 1, 2.
Could have had a pinfall there, guys. If he hadn't took so much time talking to these people right here in good old Richmond, Virginia.
And when we saw Tigress has escorted, of course, Conan. I wonder why Tigress didn't come over and sit with us in the broadcast
I'm
position.
glad she didn't come
Did
over
you have
here
something to
and
do
sit
with
us.
that?
Me?
Prime Time up on top. Prime Time over the top.
And then nailed Conan in the head on the way down.
Wow. How about that? So quick, Prime Time nailing Conan from the top down. And Prime Time with some high-impact blows.
Tony, don't you think every time somebody comes over here, especially somebody like Tigress, come over here and sit with us, they throw our whole game off. Look at that drop kick.
Oh, a missile drop
Look
kick
at
from the
that.
top.
Superb elevation by Primetime, connected.
Prime Time, here's a cover. 1, 2.
Primetime's been on top in this match ever since Conan missed that. I don't know what kind of maneuver he was going for right there, but ever since he, fell into the, look at this.
Yeah, he went to the well for that high-risk move, fell into the trap, and it's been all Primetime ever since.
He's wearing him down now, guys.
driving
This could be a
Konnan.
chokehold.
And it could be a major upset. Look at the leverage advantage now here from Primetime, and Tiger is complaining. She had to reach up there and jerk his legs
Now,
down.
wait a minute, Tony. Why are you advocating her good cheating, interfering in the match? Why would you say that? She should stay out of the way like every other yak here in WCW.
Well, because Primetime was cheating first.
Be that as it may, that's the referee's job. Scott James has never seen it. Hey, I'm telling you right now, that's right.
What? A duck in Primetime.
Big clothesline. Scott James, I got a problem with this guy.
I know you do. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Boy, an arrogant cover. Primetime thought he had it, did not. There's still a lot left in Konnan.
I don't like to come down on anybody, but Scott James has not been up to par here lately. I don't know if this guy went to the Bronco Lupi School of Referees or whatever it may be, but he misses things. He never hit when guys are cheating. What's going on out here? I'm sick and tired of it.
Submission hold applied. Looks like could be a hammerlock, and that's what it is.
Back to the basics, but pretty effective. Then falls back
That
with all of
hurt.
his weight.
That hurt.
You know, Primetime is showing us that he's a lot more than just a high-flying cruiserweight with
look at
high-risk
that.
maneuvers.
And we all know Konnan has had problems with his shoulders before.
Yes, he has. And not only that, Primetime has a fundamentally sound game plan here.
Yeah, very similar to our opening matchup involving Jamie Noble, a guy who's known for his high-risk moves, yet took it to the mat just like Primetime's doing against
Did you see
K-Dog.
that?
He swatted him off is what he did. When Konnan tried to go up top with a balancing maneuver, Primetime back to the attack once again. Primetime in one match here on Thunder right before Christmas has come into his own.
Yes, he has.
Up on top, using the middle rope as a springboard into a guillotine leg drop. Gets in the face of Tigress, who is encouraging now Konnan to get back to his feet.
Look at
Here's
this,
the cover.
look at this.
1, 2, whoa.
Tony, sometimes styles make fights. You know what I mean?
Styles make fights.
Sometimes styles make fights. Some of the matches we've seen English Skipper in, he's in there with other high-flying guys just like himself. Tonight he's in there with Konnan, who was a cagey veteran, and he has matched him move for move all night long.
Konnan's got him hooked. Konnan rolls him up. 1, 2, he bridges. And did he get out? Yes, he did. He got out in 2.
Only 2.
Konnan, that extra added bridge, I thought was enough to get the man down. Drop toe hold with authority there by Primetime.
A lot of force, Tony.
Konnan.
Look at this.
Oh, short arm scissor into a roll-up and a 1-2. Rolled him up and he almost pinned him again.
Mahi Straw cradle that time attempt.
What was that?
The Mahi Straw cradle. Boy, dust off the...
Dust off the luchador lingo is what you wanted to say.
Anything like, oh, look at this.
1, 2.
Anything like mahi fish.
Yeah, 1.
not even
Dude,
close.
look at this. The Mahi Straw
Well,
cradle.
he asked what the move was
Well,
earlier.
I wanted to find out what it was.
I'm going back to my Lucha Libre roots.
Oh, boy. Put a mask on when you say that. Oh, in the back of the head again.
Yes, colorful tights. Look out, rolling clothesline. Oh! He tried to block it.
Thunder, and he planted him.
Tried to block it, guys.
He's going for the Tequila Sunrise. He got the arm hooked. He got the leg hooked. And Primetime
There's the tap out.
Got a tap out. It's over.
We haven't seen the Tequila Sunrise in quite some time, Tony.
We haven't, Stevie. What did you just call that?
Tequila Sunrise.
And you
Chuck somebody.
the winner, Konnan, will be back. We are only 2 days away from a big Christmas taping of Thunder and many other great matches in Memphis at the Mid-South Coliseum. And can you believe this, guys? I want to get your opinion on it. Olsen Steve and Danger Boy on the morning show on FM 100 will face Jimmy Hart in the DJ Challenge. That'll be 3-on-1. What is Jimmy Hart thinking of?
Hey, Jimmy has laid a lot of guys to rest in his day. What makes you think these guys are going to be any different?
That's right, the undefeated Jimmy Hart, by the way. And I hear after he takes care of them in Memphis, next up on his hit list, Howard Stern, Rick Dees, John Boy, and Billy. Just keep bringing them on.
Yeah, Hudson and Harrigan, the whole crew.
Now, all the superstars are going to be in Memphis this Friday.
You know who that is?
Goldberg, Lex Luger, Scott Steiner.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
The list goes on and on.
And
be there at the historic Mid-South Coliseum.
Yes, sir, it is historic. And the new look Crowbar. Crowbar, who has stripped away the 70s garb and looks like the Crowbar of old. And we want to remind you before the match gets underway, we will not bring you Nitro this coming Monday, nor next Monday on New Year's Day. Back on Monday Nitro on Monday, January 8th, as we come to you from the Excel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, the home of our good friend, the Governor, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Tony, I just seen Bam Bam Bigelow. He's coming down to the ring. He's favoring one leg or the other. I cannot tell at this vantage point. But
I know what it is,
Sunday
Stevie.
night,
That's right.
in that match, in that hardcore match,
That ambulance match.
I'm sorry,
Which was hardcore.
he could have very much injured himself. I
No
don't
question. Hurt
looks
his
like
knee.
his right knee. Looks like
That's
the
what
right
it
knee.
is. Stevie Ray, very observant.
Very astute, Stevie, once
Yeah,
again.
Yes, I am, guys. You know, that's my job. You guys don't see the things that I see.
You know, the word was going all throughout the locker room, however, earlier today about Bigelow's knee injury. I wonder if Crowbar heard about it.
And look at this.
How would you know that?
2 or 3 days,
Keep my ears open.
Well, how do you know? Crowbar doesn't know.
just a few days removed from what went down. Starcade! Both men.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think he further injured and further aggravated that knee with the contact in the corner.
Well, I was in the back, guys, and I heard some guys talking. I don't know how true this is. It's a slight hyperextension of the right leg.
Okay, let's see if Crowbar can work on that. Let's see if it hinders Bam Bam Bigelow. That was a Superman Beal. That's what that was by Bigelow that time. And Bigelow stays on the offensive even though he is not 100%. Terry Funk on a Sunday night captured again the WCW Hardcore title. And then Daphne gave Crowbar a little reality check. Now we're seeing the old Crowbar who came out and made another challenge on Monday night to Terry Funk to put the title back on the line at Sin.
Yeah, wasn't that strange Monday when Crowbar came out in that matchup with Ming and Terry Funk? Actually cost Ming
Man,
the
he just
hardcore
dropped him
title.
from a vertical suplex. Oh, my God. Well, I'm telling you right now, it don't look like the changeover, this makeover is helping too much tonight, guys.
Well, you need a lot more than just a makeover to be successful against Bam Bam Bigelow.
Who gave him this makeover? Oprah Winfrey?
No.
Looked like
Daphne did. Oh. Went right after the bad knee did, and there could be the turning point of this matchup. He hit pay dirt, and he is hammering now the knee of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Say that again.
Oh, stakes it out across that bottom rope and then drops down cannonballs with all of his weight directly to the knee. Smart offense by Crowbar.
Will Crowbar get another title shot at WCW Sin at the Casino?
Hooked in from behind.
He's going for that knee, guys, and I'm thinking this Jenny Jones makeover might be helping him out here.
The date is January 14th, Conseco Fieldhouse, and
Oh,
look
man.
at the wrenching of the stretching the
Oh,
tendons,
come on.
the ligaments of the knee. He's trying to put him out. The shrieking you hear is Daphne back to her old self in the background. And that time the other leg shrugged Crowbar off, and that was just to buy some time for the big beast from the east.
Tony, I don't care how big you are, I don't care how bad you are. When you got bad wheels, you're in big trouble.
Wow. He's going at it again, especially when you're 300 plus pounds and you got bad wheels.
Most definitely.
Bigelow.
Bigelow might be 400 pounds, guys. What do you mean 300? Hell, I'm 300.
Yes, you are.
This
And
guy's
go.
6 times bigger as I am.
Crowbar so calculating in his offensive attack, focusing on that knee, but Bigelow turned things around.
Why are you
Sent
looking
him
at
into
me
the
like that?
safety rail. I'm not looking at you.
No, but Tony is.
Just checking
Why
out.
is he looking at me?
And
like
look at this. Look from behind. Daphne.
She just raked his eyes.
Bigelow, what is she crazy?
You know, see her do such a vicious act.
Yeah, you're right. She is crazy.
She's nuts.
Why would I even ask that?
That shit, that goes without saying. All right, Crowbar. Next city, look out.
No, once again,
Yeah,
but she
crazy like a fox.
Yeah, she did her job, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
She got Bigelow off of Crowbar, and then she got Crowbar from behind to hit him with another sucker blow from behind in the back of the knee. Crowbar.
Oh, man. Look out.
Bigelow got that big 400-pound frame rumbling.
He's at least.
Only
Oh, here he goes. There's the leap of faith.
He does not have any regard for his own safety.
None
On a
whatsoever.
maneuver like that, Mike.
Goes airborne off the ring apron, crashing down onto Bigelow. Hurt his own ribs, but he doesn't care.
He's had rib problems in the past, if I remember correctly.
once again, Crowbar.
Want to make sure
From the
Bam Bam
outside-
has him too.
Outside, what's he going to do? What's he saying here? Going up? What does he mean by that? Bigelow cannot even get to his feet under his own power. He's trying to use the referee to pull himself up.
That's what he meant, Tony. He's going up.
Oh, Ming!
Look out, Ming!
Ming, a little payback for what happened on Monday night at the hands of Crowbar in his match against Terry Funk.
Referee never saw it. You're
Never
right.
saw it. He never saw it.
Crowbar cost Ming the hardcore title. Oh, this could be the greetings.
He got him up. He's got enough in him to get him up in a bad leg and all.
Asbury Park!
Greetings from Asbury Park. 1, 2, 3. And Bam Bam Bigelow steals one from Crowbar. Bad wheel and all.
Beast from the East guts it out, and with an assist from Ming, Bigelow beats Crowbar.
How about that? Ming with a little payback. to crowbar from what happened on Monday Nitro. We're coming right back on Thunder. By the way, Monday Nitro, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Allen War Memorial Coliseum on Monday, January 15th, the day after we're in Indianapolis for Sin.
Yeah, and by the way, during the holidays, Thunder's not preempted at all.
Nope.
Regular time, every Wednesday on the Superstation.
Hey, Tony, I'm baffled. Tony, can you help me out here? What is Norman Smiley doing out here?
Don't know.
It's not on your sheet?
He kind of just got pulled out of here, yanked out of here. I don't know.
You should know things like that, Tony. That's what you told me.
I understand it's a makeup match.
Oh, yeah.
We got our answer, Stevie Ray.
Yes, does Norman know what's going on here?
He's about to.
Be sure to get your Goldberg jersey. Log on to WCWgear.com or 1-800-929-8661, or just hide under the jersey if you're Norman and get away from Goldberg.
After the disqualification victory this past Monday on Nitro in the matchup against Buff Bagwell, the man, Goldberg, moves to 32-0 going into this matchup against Screamin' Norman Smiley. Every match, his career is at stake, as well as the winning streak.
Tony, I don't think Norman Smiley knew that he had a match and he was getting into a match with Goldberg tonight.
No, I think he was told he had a makeup match, and the makeup match is against Goldberg somewhere here. As Goldberg walks out to the arena, the mystery opponent apparently lurks. If he doesn't, Scott Steiner is going to tear up more bodies in the backstage area until he finds it. And let's not forget, Steiner still has a match here tonight, defending the WCW title.
Scott Steiner wants answers. Scott Steiner wants to know who that mystery man is. It will be part of the three-quarters matchup upcoming at Sin. And Scott Steiner says he will do everything within his power, including laying out people all over this arena tonight if he doesn't find out who the mystery man is.
I'm telling you right now, guys, that mystery man can be anybody. We don't know who he is. We don't know how tall he is, how short, how big. What's going on here? What kind of coup is Ric Flair trying to pull?
What he has effectively done is get under the skin of Scott Steiner.
No doubt.
And that's not a very difficult thing to do anyway. Look at the face of Screamin' Norman, realizing...
He doesn't even have a wrestling gear. He's not even prepared to wrestle.
Look at this, he's in his
Got a sweat on. His sweat shoes like he
You know what? It may not matter, Stevie.
No, you're always one spear away from Armageddon anyway. And look at Goldberg. You know, on Monday, or actually on Sunday night when we were in the nation's capital at Starrcade, Goldberg came over with his battle with Luger to our desk, to our broadcast table. And being that close to Goldberg in the midst of a fight is an awesome thing. It's an intimidating thing, and look at this.
See that power?
Just out-muscled him.
I don't think Norman has ever seen...
Oh, Norman!
Look at this.
Norman go.
Forearm shots,
Forearm.
3 of them.
Right hand over the top. Goldberg.
One great rock, Screamin' Norman.
Agility. Norman Smiley.
Norman, did he faint or just fall down? Oh! That time he went down. Gonna take him up now to the spear.
He just called for it.
It's amazing. After the spear, they're done anyway, but the jackhammer is just the punctuation mark on yet another one. This could make it 33-0 for Goldberg. Twisting, colliding, and winning.
And that punctuation mark, it's an exclamation point because he is 33-0. He's the man, and he's Goldberg.
And Norman Smiley, guys, he never saw it coming. Never saw it.
Did not take Goldberg long. As he's the winner here on Thunder, here on TBS.
Hey, Bill, we're back. I wish your little buddy Sarge was here for the big news because a major earth-shattering announcements were made by Flair, but we'll do him a favor and tell you right now. Because at Sin, the very next pay-per-view, it's you and Sarge in a tag team match against Buff Bagwell and a total package from here on out. No
Wow.
Totally buffed.
Look at this. Look at this.
I like that myself. Totally buffed. And you know what they say, Bill, about the weakest link in the chain.
What he's trying to say, Bill, if you can't get it through your thick, bald, stupid-looking head, the weak link is that sawed-off person you call Sarge. So bring your little buddy with you, and we'll show you what Sin is all about.
Why don't they tell him that face to face?
If you lose, they're fired.
Or Sarge loses.
You're both fired.
Fired! Fired!
See you soon, Bill.
He's right, a loss is a loss, and he loses in a tag match that apparently Flair had booked. He and Sarge, then the streak's over and he's done.
Boys, Luger, it's quite evident. Last time I got you in the ring, last 2 times, as a matter of fact, I beat your ass to death.
No question about that.
We were there.
But, unfortunately, you're still running your mouth. So next time, I'm gonna have to kill you. And Bagwell, don't feel left out, you little pretty boy punk, because you're both next.
He's accepted the challenge, and he and Sarge Dwayne Bruce will face Luger and Buff. Coming up, and Sandy will help Norman up, who was still down for the jackhammer and spear. Goldberg is quite a man.
Just let them know it's not personal.
But what if Sarge drops the ball on the 14th of January? What would happen then?
You lost for Goldberg.
We will see you there, and also tickets available for Sin. The Conseco Fieldhouse, WCW Sin, the first pay-per-view of the year 2001. Sunday, January 14th. We'll see you there. And don't forget Memphis, Tennessee. This coming Friday, the Mid-South Coliseum, a big night, a special Christmas taping. Jimmy Hart to face 3 DJs from FM 100 in the morning show, and a whole lot more.
It was a wild one this past Sunday at Starrcade. The U.S. title at stake in that matchup involving the franchise and General Erection. We saw Chavo Guerrero Jr. come out to the ring.
Cut the damn music!
Shane Douglas was disqualified at Starrcade.
You know, I'm not too happy being that I love the finer things in life. Quite frankly, I can think of a million other places I'd rather be than Richmond, Virginia.
Maybe 1,000,001.
Dan, leave.
Oh, come on,
I
Mike.
understand you people don't like the franchise, and I've figured out why. While you people drive Volkswagens, I drive Lincolns. While you people live in mobile home with wheels, I live in mansions.
Just like Tony.
While you people have fat, ugly ladies like her right next to you, I wrap myself in the most beautiful women in this sport. And unlike the idiot friends you have with low IQs, I have friends like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chronic.
Yeah, the franchise got the bankroll out for this one.
You're not kidding. They would not walk out here just to be his friend. They need to be paid. And here comes Chronic.
Breaking necks. And after they get through breaking a few things, brother, they want to cash the big check.
They want the money up front, though.
Yes, a little retainer.
With the exception of what went down on a Sunday night at Starrcade. And of course, they got the money afterwards in the persona of Reno. Adams and Clark and franchise, quite a trio to do battle against the Misfits in action in this 6-man. You heard from the Cat. He's ready to do battle for the WCW title tonight against Big Papa Pumpa Man. As usual, who's possessed. Log on to WCWgear.com or 1-800-929-8661 and you get your own Misfits in action by any means necessary T-shirt, just like the ones the guys are wearing right now. Yours, though, is going to have sleeves.
Unless you cut them off.
Yeah. Very good, Mike. That's why they call you the professor.
I knew there was a reason.
Here they come. Let's talk about the problems the Misfits in action have had within their group over the past few weeks, especially when you center on that one problem being Chavo Guerrero Jr., Stevie Ray.
Well, I'm telling you right now, the Misfits in action have had a problem with Chavo. He's on his own now. He's the champion now. He's a Cruiserweight champion. The only thing I'm worried about right now, they better pull it together tonight.
Is he really on his own, or is it just a difference in philosophy as they're trying to tell us?
Well, we'll find out in due time.
Yes, we will.
In due time.
We're not seen them come out together anymore. I mean, Chavo Jr. obviously his own man, but the hatred, the story here is the hatred that exists between General Rection and the franchise.
Have you heard some of the things General Rection said about this guy lately? Chavo Guerrero. Have you heard some of the things?
Well, yes, I have.
Very bad things.
Yes, I have.
Some like when me and you were talking, you were saying those things about Mike. That and I told you don't
What did he
say.
say?
I can't tell you on there.
Look at this.
Look at
Nose
this.
to nose. Why did the franchise quickly tag out?
I think it's pretty obvious. He wanted to avoid the confrontation with General
So
Rection.
you're saying he's afraid of the General? Oh, look at that Brian Adams.
I would say intimidation.
Yeah, he's trying to get his money's worth as well.
Yeah.
Let them do the work.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Mike.
Oh, man.
And
they
can do the work. There's no question about that. General Rection
over the top.
Big General, go, baby.
He can get moving. He is the United States champion, and he comes off.
That a clothesline or just a punch to the cranial area?
Whatever it was effective.
Very.
Corporal Cajun with a double axe handle off the top.
You know, you talk about the problems within the Misfits in action, and namely Chavo Guerrero Jr. Let's not forget it was. Look at this as the big man shrugs off everything. The Corporal.
Oh,
Wow!
One way to take care of that size difference.
Can't shrug that one off, can you?
Not at all. Low blow, Tony. Low blow.
On Sunday night, Chavo was the catalyst that helped the General retain the United States title, but that was not the way Rection wanted to win that match, Mike.
Yeah, no question about it. He wanted to win that matchup on his own. He ended up winning by a disqualification and keeping the U.S. title. Now with a full Nelson, Brian Adams takes it out. Oh, he just drove that Corporal down to the mat.
He almost went through the match.
1, 2, no.
Almost. Big save. Big save.
Getting out that time was Corporal Cajun, and now here's Chronic. They've been doing all the work, but just like you said, Mike, they've paid to do that. Back into a neutral corner, and now, if you don't have Adams, you have Clark, and pick your poison here.
Who is more physically dominating as a tag team than Chronic in WCW today?
No one right now, guys. No one.
Pick up. Wow! Over the top, look at that. 1, 2.
What was that maneuver, Mike?
General Rection in for the save on that.
Mike, what was that maneuver?
Give us a name,
What was
Mike.
that maneuver?
You don't know?
Anything Brian Clark wants to call it.
Oh,
He's deceptively fast and agile for a man his size, but he goes down from Corporal Cajun, who will not be denied. Hits the ropes. And a steam swing and neck breaker. Nicely done by the Corporal.
Very nice. Very nice.
Why isn't he turning it over? There you go.
He's going to bring the big
first man in.
Not a bad bit
That's
of
the strategy to use.
I'm kidding.
Now they got the big gun in now.
The big gun is in. Good call, Stevie. And if anybody can match power
Oh, yeah.
and size with Chronic, it's Sergeant AWOL who landed on his kneecap that time. And it gives now Brian Clark an opening to pick him up. Hit a belly to back drummer on the back of his head.
Takes one move sometime to turn the tide. One move, and the big guy.
Yeah.
Now look at this.
Yeah.
Look at
very,
this.
Very convenient that he tags in when the opposition, like Sergeant AWOL, is in trouble.
Oh, man.
Snap in the neck.
Mr. Pick up the pieces, clean up the mess. Come in when the lights are out. Shane Douglas, the franchise. Rection wants a piece of him. He wanted to get in, but Charles Robinson held his own and kept the big guy out. Meanwhile,
See that spine buster?
a spine buster.
Out of desperation, guys.
Well, that was out of the Arn Anderson textbook, and look at that. One punch. He sailed back into the corner, and here comes the General.
He's waiting to get his hands on this guy. Look at that press now. Ow! Look from behind. Oh!
What a show of power. He's going to take on Chronic to boot. We've got all 6 men now.
It's broken loose, guys.
Totally out of control.
Is Scott James in that? No, he's not in there.
Into the corner. Foot to the face. From the top. Oh! Corporal Cajun.
Swatted him out the air.
He fly swatted him, just shrugged him off.
And a meltdown coming. I believe the General and the franchise are still the legal men here.
Pump handle up.
Oh!
Down.
See, he's not counting right now. He's telling him to get out of the ring.
Trying to hurt him, guys. That's it.
General Rection sends out.
Oh,
Brian
no.
Clark.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, look at General Rection.
Hey, Tony, you're moving kind of slow.
At the junction. Into the top of the head.
Look out, look out.
Trying to get the foot up. And he's going to power slam out of the corner. General Rection.
going
with
up.
With battles raging on the floor. He's by himself.
Can he hit the moonsault?
The
Look
moonsault.
at the big man fly.
1, 2 to save by
Big
Clark.
save. That was it, guys. That was it. It wasn't for that save by Brian Clark.
That was the payback for the franchise right there. That made all the money that he spent worthwhile.
Yeah, the big payback.
AWOL comes in to help, and where is Corporal Cajun? He must still be down somewhere around the floor here. And it still rages. Oh, down goes AWOL. Down goes AWOL, a chair shot from Brian Adams.
I heard that shot, Tony. Oh, did you see that?
Chair shot from outside, and there's the franchiser.
Chair shot back of the head. Franchiser, 1, 2, and 3. He got it.
He got him, guys. He got him with the help of Chronic. He got him.
And he got his money's worth.
Now look at this. Look at this.
What's he doing now? Oh, no. I mean, the match is over. He won the match.
Enough?
They won the match. He's out there. Look, wait a minute. Oh! Corporal Cajun put down with
a pile
driver. But look at this. The chain around the fist.
Tony, he's trying to bust him open, guys. He's busted.
He busted him open on Sunday night is what he did now. He's pummeling the forehead of General Rection.
That's a few days ago, and his head hasn't healed since, guys.
You're right.
Misfits just laid out here on Thunder by the franchise and Chronic.
Still to come, the world champion against the Cat for the WCW title tonight.
Not doing this no more! I'm not playing with the franchise. No more!
Look at the damage that's been done to MIA. They're out, and Danny Young checking on them.
Misfits in action or out of action?
What is this?
Team Canada. Even though their ranks have been thinned by one with the departure of Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Now, wait a minute.
Fans, just a reminder, log on to TBSSuperstation.com during tonight's broadcast to enter a chance to win the enhanced TBS Hardcore Holiday Sweepstakes. You can be celebrating these holidays off-road style, but the only way you'll know is if you log on. Enter and check if your number is the winner. So make the move and log on right now.
I'm still not buying this Jim Duggan thing, Tony.
If I can be serious for a minute, I have an important announcement to make. But before I get to that, I want to take a look at the hypocritical nature of this nation. The indecisiveness of your country. You took 37 days to decide your federal election, and you still got it wrong. The man with the most votes lost.
Let's beat a dead horse.
Bad decisions are typical of America. Bad decisions are typical of Jim Duggan. Jim Duggan sold his soul for a moment in the spotlight. He changed allegiances at the drop of a hat. And now that he realizes he made a bad decision, he's running home with his tail between his legs. Jim Duggan, the only good decision you ever made was the one you made tonight when you decided to walk away. Good riddance, Jim Duggan.
Good riddance, Jim Duggan. Good God, it's red, white, and blue.
Walk away? Doesn't look like it.
Well, I thought Jim Duggan left the building.
He didn't leave.
Apparently not.
And he is through taking it. Look at his face. Look at his demeanor. And he's got a 2x4. He's in the face of Lance Storm.
Look at even Skipper. Look at Skipper trying to move.
That's right. Take that 2x4 and crown him one time with it.
Don't leave the yak out. Don't leave her out.
That's right. Whack everybody with it.
Whack that yak.
Yeah, Team Canada, though, has the numbers game here against Hacksaw.
The chant of USA is fired him up. Hacksaw's return to active duty himself here, it looks like. But you're right, Mike. He is outnumbered.
Look at this.
Hacksaw. Hacksaw, you want to say something, grab that microphone. The chant of USA. Look, there we go. David Penzer going to get him a microphone.
Boys, I've been in a tough spot.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Awesome.
You with me, baby? USA!
Uh-oh. the 70s guy, and the hacksaw. What the hell is Mike Awesome?
Mike Awesome attacked Duggan from behind. Awesome was the one that convinced him to stay.
Mike Awesome has that leisure suit on too tight. This is unreal.
Why is Mike Awesome doing this? Why is that 70s guy stooping this low?
What did Jim Duggan ever do to Mike Awesome?
Why did this go down like this? What in the world?
This is unbelievable.
Mike Awesome standing arm in arm here with Lance Storm. What in the world is going on with that?
Come on.
Team Canada?
Come on. This is sick.
Here's the Maple Leaf.
This is sick. Look at this.
He's a Canadian too?
What's behind this? Why would Mike Awesome do this?
I have no idea. What is on this guy's mind? Look at them cheap slacks stuck to his legs, Tony.
Remember on Nitro, he flipped out when he lost his title shot, and now he's a part of Team Canada?
That's sick.
Look at a replay courtesy of WCW.com, Mike, today.
Now we take another look at this incident here on Thunder. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He was accompanied by Mike Awesome momentarily, and then Awesome attacked him from behind. All the members of Team Canada putting the boots in this 3-on-1 attack on Hacksaw Jim Duggan as Awesome joins Primetime Elix Skipper and Lance Storm. And then, there it is, he reveals the Maple Leaf. He's a part of Team Canada.
Team Canada, especially you, Lance Storm, you fired the warning shot at Starrcade this past week, but I never thought for the life of me that you, Mike Awesome, could turn Canadian.
Gene, you don't know how great it feels to finally be out of this crap. No longer stuck in the past, but aligned with Team Canada. The stupid leisure suits are out, and the Canadian career killer is in. So I tell you what, WCW, you better watch out, because Team Canada is fixing to explode all over the place.
Jim Duggan, this is your last chance. Walk away. He's bigger, badder, younger, better. Unless you want a piece of the Canadian career killer. Walk away, Jim. Walk away.
Thank you very much, Team Canada. Quite candidly, Mike Awesome, as a Canadian, you make me sick.
With a man on the rampage in the back, with a man threatening bodies to be laid out everywhere. Big Papa Pump will defend his title against the Cat here. What can the Cat do to derail Big Papa Pump?
Well, I think that he has one huge advantage, and that is that Scott Steiner is so focused on the big matchup upcoming at Sin, and who the mystery man is, that he may not have that concentration level ready for the Cat.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Tony, I'm telling you right now, Mike, the Cat has kind of been on a roll lately. He's upset some of the top superstars here in WCW. What's not to say that the Cat cannot hit the V-liner and stop this thing tonight?
Who's to say the three-time world karate champion? And don't forget to get your copy of WCW Backstage Assault from Electronic Arts, available on Nintendo 64. Yes, you can be Stevie Ray in that game. If you want to be.
Get off my case, Schiavone.
I would want to be you too. I mean, you're one of the most successful athletes we have. And here comes the man of the hour right now. Look at this, immediately. Looks towards the fans. He wants to argue with someone. He wants to pick a fight with someone everywhere he goes.
And it was this past Monday on Nitro when Big Papa Pump was on a rampage. Bodies laid out all over the arena. Noble, Courageous, the Dragons turned his attention to Elix Skipper before Scott Steiner then came face to face with the Mystery Man, who attacked him at the end of the program.
The Mystery Man, who will be part of the three-way dance along with Jeff Jarrett and Big Papa Pump for the WCW title coming up at WCW Sin. Hello to our fans of lacrosse on January 7th. Sunday, we're going to be at the Lacrosse Center for a big night of WCW action there. All the top superstars, the world champion, everyone, they're all going to be there that night. And Steiner immediately picks a fight with someone down at the ringside area.
That's his game.
He is so explosive.
and he goes right to the Cat. On paper, obviously Steiner with the strength advantage, the power advantage, the size advantage, but the Cat is quick, he is light on his feet, and he may be able to use what he knows to win the match, thus the karate kicks and thrusts.
Yeah, maybe he can go to that finesse move to derail the world's heavyweight champion. Maybe surprising with some of those martial arts moves. Certainly not to this point. Scott Steiner dominant in the opening minute of the matchup.
I know one thing, the Cat came to this ring very focused. He didn't do one of his kind of juggling promos that he usually do, Tony and Mike. He better have his head into this match. If not, Scott Steiner will end your career, and we all know that.
Oh, measures him and drops down with the elbow. Time for the mid-match workout.
Look at this.
That was a total failure, I'm telling you that right now.
Drawing with the fans, look at, oh no, not drawing with the fans, drawing with Miss Jones.
What did Miss Jones say to him?
I don't know, I guess she said turn around and get back to it, because the Cat came to his feet, but Steiner did get back to it.
Cat has put up no offense whatsoever yet, guys. None.
Toying with it, drops him across the knee with the backbreaker.
Come on, Cat.
And now look at this.
I hate to be biased, but you know how I feel about the Steiner family.
I know how you feel about Big Papa Pump, because I know who he defeated to win the WCW title over a month ago.
Yes, he did. You got you know, I've always given the guys props.
Sure.
You know, I don't like him. I'll be the first to say it. You know, I can't stand his guts. But Scott Steiner brings it every night. You know, my brother was the World Heavyweight Champion for a long time. This guy brings another element to the World Heavyweight belt because he wants to really maim and hurt somebody, Tony.
You're right, he's
He just
scary.
doesn't want to win.
He's frightening, he's intimidating.
And can he focus is one of the burning questions right now. Is he looking past the Cat?
Oh, look out!
To
Look
get
at
to
that.
the mystery man. The
Look at
Cat
that.
came away with a kick to the face, and the Cat had taken it up.
Don't jack with the ref, Cat. Get on your man.
You're not kidding.
I hate to be biased, but sometimes I get a little emotional over here.
Speaking of staying focused, the Cat's got to use what he knows. And he jumps in the air and kicks down Steiner.
He's got to stay on top of Steiner. He's got to stay on top of him. No!
Does Cat have a chance? Can Cat win this thing?
Sure he can.
You have
Just
a chance.
connected with that sidekick.
You have a chance to get it right now, guys.
The Cat chasing Steiner. The Cat mauling Steiner on the outside. The Cat may be a few moments away of realizing every man's dream to become the WCW champion.
Well, Tony, tell me this. What happens if the Cat does win this match?
Then he
How
would
does
go,
that
I guess,
change
to the...
everything?
Whoa!
Look out!
In exchange...
Miss Jones in Medusa.
Come on, Tony, there's a yak fight going on.
yak fight is
Stop
going
this,
on.
Tony. Get out there.
It's a yak attack.
Wow! Meanwhile, look at the Cat.
Steiner was just caught with another thrust kick. We got fights all over the arena, Tony.
All that Scott Steiner's had on his mind all day has been this mystery opponent that he must face at Sin on January 14th. And right now he's paying for it because the Cat is on the offense, and the Cat is kicked into high gear. The Cat may be a few moves away from becoming the champion.
This could cost Steiner the world's heavyweight title. Connected with the chop to the throat.
If you think about it, guys, Scott Steiner has never met a guy with the repertoire of the Cat either.
And let's not forget, we're supposed to see that mystery man, the mystery opponent, sometime tonight. Where is he? Who could it be? Oh, belly to belly. Steiner fires
Was it the
back.
Cat under that mask, Tony?
I don't know.
It could have been.
No, there he is. Look at this man.
What is this?
It's the mystery man. I can't tell who that is.
I can't either, and he's nuts.
He's in
Look
a
out,
straight
Steiner.
jacket.
Steiner was...
The distraction, maybe that's all the Cat needs. The Cat's going for the field.
That's it. It's over. It's over.
Two. No.
Almost. Scott Steiner has made up.
So close.
How did he get out of that jawbreaker? Where did the mystery man go?
I have no... Oh, look at that suplex, guy.
Over the top, a follow-away slam that time. Steiner says that's it. He came out of that three-liner with two tremendous power moves. And now he's got the Steiner recliner on. He's got it on. He's
Come
got
on,
it on.
Cat.
It's over.
He's out. He's out.
And he drops him, and he's going.
He's going after that mystery guy.
Not surprising.
He's going after that mystery guy.
What happens if he catches him? We're out of time.